Michelle Obama has been able to do very well with this book and the documentary was to own her story and to let us learn. Hey guys, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing great and you're having an amazing day so far. My name is Tobi Achudume and you're welcome to my channel. On this channel, we talk about topics, tips and tricks that would help us to grow ultimately to the best versions of ourselves. And today, we would be talking about Becoming by Michelle Obama. So, in 2018, when Michelle Obama released this book, everybody wanted to have it. Everyone wanted to know her story, and I also wanted to have the book. But it was one of those books that in my mind I thought would just be a book that we would have because everybody wanted to have it. So it would be a book that we would buy in the spur of the moment, and will be a book that we would just be excited to have, like, yeah, I have Michelle Obama's book in my library, that kind of thing. So I got this book as a birthday present for myself in 2018, but I didn't get to read it until January 2019. Why? I have no idea. But then when I read the book, it went from being one of those books that I think would just be nice to have in the bookshelf to one of my best books, and I'm going to share with you the reasons why I think this. Before we get right into the video, please remember to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up if you like it, also leave your comments down below. And I have a review of Becoming by Michelle Obama, the book, on my blog post. I'll leave the link in the description box, so please check it out and leave your comments and thoughts there also. Early this month of May, Netflix alongside Michelle Obama released a documentary on the book. So it's on Netflix, less than 2 hours, so you can definitely see that on Netflix. And it kind of made me want to talk about the book and the lessons I got from the book, also the lessons that I was able to pick out from the documentary as well, because it's a completely different thing reading the book and getting lessons from it, and then reading the book from Michelle Obama's perspective. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So the first thing that got me from this book was the title of the book itself. With the title, Michelle Obama says, and I quote, "Becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim. You are continuously reaching towards a better self." So she acknowledges the fact that you could go through different phases of life that would end. For example, her term as First Lady of the United States ended after 8 years, but she doesn't stop living at that moment. She gets to a different phase of her life. For example, she becomes a best-selling author. So becoming is a state where you're constantly evolving and experiencing the best parts of you. You're getting to know yourselves daily, differently, in different circumstances and different phases. And I kind of relate this to purpose, in the sense that purpose is not just one thing that when you achieve that particular thing, then you have stopped living. But purpose is something that evolves. So you achieve a particular aspect or part of it, and then a new aspect or phase is opened up for you to see and start journeying through. So we see life as a purpose journey, or you see life as a journey, because it is not just you getting to a particular phase or a particular achievement and then you give up there, you're done. No, it evolves and it becomes bigger and better. So you're becoming a bigger and a better person today. We often say this a lot: the only person that you should be competing with or trying to be better than is who you were yesterday. That's how becoming is. You're becoming something new, you're becoming something better, and you're becoming something greater every day. So Mrs. Obama acknowledges the fact that one phase of her life has ended, but she has not stopped living. She is becoming something else daily and constantly. So now she's the best-selling author, and then she's going to wait to see what else she can become even after this phase fizzles out. Another important aspect that I would like to point out in this documentary and book is the place of value. Michelle Obama was so valuable that one of her assistants, or one of the people that worked with her on the campaign journey, said that she was so valuable to Barack Obama's campaign that at the end of each day she would lose her voice. So they used her and they drained her because she was so valuable to the campaign and to him as a person. She wasn't just a liability to him, and she wasn't just his wife, she wasn't just the mother of his kids, which are great things, but she added value to even his campaign. So in the documentary, there was a part where they showed her giving a talk to some young ladies from school, and one of the questions that one of the young ladies asked her was, how do you stand out from being just a number on the stats? And I kind of relate this to the part of value that Michelle Obama had in her husband's life and generally in the world, because she is everybody's first lady at this point. And the response that she gave to this young lady was to see yourself, to be visible. So she said, once you see yourself as a person, once you see yourself, then you know what you want and you know what is important to you. That way, you're not just being a number on the stats, but you're being someone of value. You're being someone that is adding to the community. You're adding something to the community. You're adding something to your friends. You're adding something to your circle. So she continued to improve herself. She brushed herself up, knowing that the future that she had for herself, the future that she saw for herself and her husband, it was not a picture where she could just be anybody. She had to be someone of value. She had to be someone of importance. So she developed herself constantly, daily. She made up her mind to always be the best person that she could be, and to not just be a number on the stats, or to not just be an invisible person. She wanted to be visible. She wanted to stand out. And because of those reasons, she made up her mind to see herself first as a person and also as a person of value. And then that way she was able to add value to people and not just be a number on the stats. So it is very important for us to not just see ourselves as numbers on the stats or the number in the population of people living on earth, but to see ourselves as important people, as valuable people, or as valuable persons that can add value to someone else, to add value to something else, to add value to our space or our community or wherever it is that we find ourselves. And it starts with the future that you see for yourself. What do you see for yourself in the nearest future? Where do you see yourself going to? Do you see yourself as a person of influence, of value, of power? What do you see yourself as? And then begin to see yourself as that person. That way you can improve yourself, be a person of value, and then you're adding value to other people. The third thing I learned or I got from both the book and the documentary was Michelle Obama's circle of friends. So she talks about a circle of friends that she had even before her husband became the president of the United States, and how she was able to still relate to them and keep the bond together. So even when her husband had become the president, she was still in touch with these people, and they came out to be strong support systems for her that she could rely on, talk to them and listen to them. They could give her advice and she could hear them speak as well. So the circle of friends that we keep is always going to be very important in our life journey. It's always going to be important in our purpose journey as well. Also with our family, our parents made her feel like a visible person. So she was visible to her family members and she was visible to herself. She knew right from a very young age that she had no choice than to be a great person. And this was because of how her family members always spoke to her. Her grandfather, her aunties, her uncles always made her know that she was able to be a great person no matter what obstacle that she comes across or whatever hurdles she has to cross. It was possible for her to be a great person, which is one of the reasons why, even though the counselor at Harvard had told her that she wasn't a good fit for the school, she still got in because she was determined to be great, and she knew that she had it in her to be a great person. No matter what any other person said, she was confident in herself, she was confident in her strength, she was confident in her vision for herself, and she was confident of where she was going to as a result of the circle she had around her. So her friends and family, she did not keep in touch with negativity. She had positive energy around her. Maybe not all the time, but most of the time. And this helped her greatly, even in her growth and her vision for herself. One thing that was interesting and amazing to see at the same time was her support for her husband and his support for her. So all through the campaign and through his presidential term, she was very supportive of his initiatives, his art, everything that had to do with Barack Obama. Michelle Obama was very supportive of it. Also, it's interesting to see how Barack Obama has also been supportive of our journey, our mission, even our initiatives as First Lady of the United States. And so the support that they both have for each other reflects partnership. So they are partners in their journey, they are partners in their life's journey, they are partners in their purpose journey. So one of the statements that Michelle Obama said was that she didn't just want to be an appendage to his dreams. And I had to check how appendage related to this. And so it means an attachment to his dream. So she didn't just want to be a comma in his life story. She didn't just want to be a paragraph. She wanted to be her own voice. She wanted to be her own person alongside him. So they kind of complement each other. It also made a statement that they both could shine in the world at different times, or at the same time. There was space enough for both of them to shine, and they did not have to be intimidated by each other's success or each other's voices. So this made me think, the people that we would surround ourselves with, the valuable people that we would put around ourselves, what we would let into our space is very important in our success journey. Also, we should be confident in who we are and in our journey as well. We should not let our journey be limited or intimidated by somebody else's journey. We should own ourselves, own our story, own our abilities and confidence, and then we should stick to it. What Michelle Obama has been able to do with this book and the documentary on Netflix was to own our story and then to let us learn from our stories. So guys, I hope you got value from the review of Becoming by Michelle Obama. If you want to check out my blog post, I'll leave the link in the description box below. Also, share with me what you got from the book or the documentaries if you have read it or seen it. Remember to subscribe to this channel, share this video with your friends and family, and even your haters. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.